Hey, Central, Pastor Matt here. Great to see you guys again this week. Wanted to let you know about a super important opportunity on Friday evening at Jethawk Stadium, 6:30 p.m., that Carenet is having their annual banquet. Actually, it's not a banquet this time. It's just going to be a fundraiser, but there's going to be a time of worship. There's going to be a message there, and you get to find out about the super great work that Carenet does for young moms and for young moms to be and their families. So please, if you are not already planning on being there, plan on being there at 6:30 at Jethawk Stadium Friday night, and we'll see you there. As I thought about that, this is a time of year, this is a season of elections, and I often get the question about politics and how does that work out with your faith, and how do you balance those two things? And so I just wanted to share with you personally how I approach politics when it comes to faith. Now, I have lots of opinions, just like everybody else does, but here's what I try to do with my opinions, and that is filter them through the Word of God. Just like I would in my work situation, just like I would with my family or anything else, that I try to come at it with a biblical worldview. And that should be the same thing with the way that you vote, the way that you view politics. It should be through your faith. And so when I think about that, I have to ask myself, well, when there's an important topic or issue that's coming up, what does the Bible have to say about it? And as I think about this, just with Carenet and what they stand for, and the question of when does life begin, for me, I start to think about, okay, well, what does the Bible have to say about that? One of the places that I would go to is Psalm 139, where David talks about how God knit him in his mother's womb. And even before he was born, that God knew who he was. In Jeremiah chapter 1, the prophet talks about being consecrated and called before he was born. My favorite, though, has to be Luke chapter 1. Mary finds out that she's pregnant with Jesus. And the angel just tells her that, and she's like freaked out, happy as she can be. She's going to be the mother of Messiah. She takes off running to see her cousin Elizabeth to give her the good news. And when she gets there, we find out Elizabeth, who is 6 months pregnant, that the baby in her womb leaps for joy. And so when I think about that, John the Baptist, who was still in the womb, recognized Jesus, who was only maybe a couple of weeks old. In the womb, that he leaped for joy. And what does that tell me about when life begins? Well, it has to begin sometime when you find out you're pregnant, right? That's when life begins. And so for me, when I think about that, when that issue comes up, I just say, well, what does the Bible have to say about that? Hopefully that's going to be something that influences your decisions as we go into this tumultuous time of year as well. If you have questions about that, please send us an email. You can do that at centralchristian.org, or you can go to Carenet. Carenet has lots of great resources that talk about that as well. Anyway, hope you have a great rest of your week, and we will see you guys next time.